Oh, hello, hello. How's it going? Do 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 do. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Start new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Top secret.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
And enter new ID. Custom female. Frostina.
Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
There you go. And spacer.
Confirm psychological profile.
I'm gonna go for war hero.
Confirm military specialization.
I'm gonna go for engineer. They specialize in pistols.
Confirm facial identification.
Let's see here. No. Duck thickness. So how's it going? Hi, Axie. You're on top of you're on top of the world right now? That sounds good. I'm glad you're feeling happy. That is great to hear. See, it's the first time in a while, and you finally don't feel dysphoric. Awesome. That is really good. Okay, there we go.
Profile reconstruction complete.
And I'm an engineer with history of being a spacer and a war hero.
Identification confirmed.
And that is great to hear, Ozzy.
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer.
She's a spacer.
Starships most of
What's
her
her
life.
life?
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She proved herself during the Blitz, held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
She's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question her courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
I'll make the call. Also, despite holding a razor blade, I didn't want to use it on my arm. That is awesome. That is great, dude. That hopefully means that you're making progress.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range.
Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander. We are connected.
By the way,
Calculating
the Mass Effect trilogy is one of my favorites.
The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector.
Acquired approach vector.
All stations secure for transit.
Here we go.
Board is green.
The board is green.
Approach run has begun.
Approach run has begun. Off we go.
Hitting the relay
3,
Three,
2, 1. Shunk. And that is what Mass Effect is named off of. The Mass
thrusters,
Effect relays.
check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged.
All systems online. Drift.
Just
Just under 15K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy.
I just gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid.
Call you paranoid. You're paranoid.
They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. Only an idiot believes the official story.
I agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth
System
systems
engaged. Everything looks solid.
Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here.
He's already here, Lieutenant.
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
Okay then.
You get that, Commander?
He
Is he
sounds
upset?
angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Can't possibly imagine why. Options. Controls. Invert or y-axis. We need to have that. Okay.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Yeah, probably not.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander. We're getting dragged right along with
You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
I'm on my way to give him a status update right now.
With all due respect, ma'am, maybe he'll finally tell you what we're really doing out here.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre? A
On
turning Spectre.
Spectre on the shakedown run. There's none of that up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors, cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Cover for what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander. Something I can do for you, Commander?
I was curious about a few things.
You and me both. Like I said before, too many things don't add up on this mission.
Captain.
Problem with the captain?
No, man.
Blue
But I
stripe,
can't figure out
thigh
what
high
he's doing
shot,
here.
the sock speak.
Captain
Okay.
Anderson is one of the most decorated special forces
That's good to hear.
officers in the service. If he melted down,
I'm glad-
all his
I'm glad you're feeling
members,
good.
a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going
That's great to hear, Ozzy.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside
military command.
And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
And
good luck, Commander.
And as a spoiler, they're kind of making sure that you know that's what Spectre is. Hey, Dallas.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise.
Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it?
Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
We'll see.
It's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I knew
I
it.
figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup of Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Here we go.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Yeah.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
I'm glad you're here to help.
Have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Yay!
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy.
Yeah. And to the Spectres.
We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Here we go.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
Several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they told us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society. And without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible.
Impossible.
We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Okay.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will
be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What
Okay,
if it's
then.
a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citizen space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus.
Okay, then.
We have to keep this low-key.
Okay, I'm ready to
Just
go.
give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Get down.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't
Get
get evac. They came
Evac.
out of nowhere. We need.
They came from behind. Yeah,
Everything
That's
cuts out
good.
after
That's gonna
that.
go
No comm
great.
traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
yeah.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us
Well,
in, Joker. Fast
here we
and
go.
quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Off we go.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
You always gotta love it when helping survivors is
I move
secondary.
faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Squad. Today is a good day. That is great. And Richard L. Jenkins. Yeah. Let's say what you do like you do, but there is how stupid that is. Wait a minute.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Got it.
Oh, like what am I doing? I see.
Gas tanks. Don't worry.
So, with that, what are you doing? Okay, that's Sprint. There we go. You're watching it. Cool. Jenkins! Leroy Jenkins! Maybe we should check on Jenkins. Yeah, we probably should. Leroy Jenkins!
We're out of chance.
Yeah.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, then.
Kaboom!
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Kaboom. And there's Ashley. Hey, Dallas, how's it going? It's legendary. And I am playing as an engineer.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we
and
could.
I'm going, and I'm definitely going Paragon here. I wonder if anyone could go back to OG ME1 after this. It just improves in every way. Nice new pot. Okay. Join us.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
Yeah, things went bad.
Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil.
You have mod for your Legendary Edition that restores ME1's original subtitle font and the font across trilogy. Why does that not surprise me?
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins. And the beacon. Suddenly every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
You think the old font looks better? Hey, that's fine.
What happened to the
I honestly don't remember enough to make a judgment.
The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. It seemed like a routine patrol until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them.
They're still in the Codex entries? Okay.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians at any time. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon.
I mean...
Luckily, he's on our side.
I mean, Caden says that, but then you look at what I'm carrying.
Move out!
I mean, just take a look at the back of at our backs. We're carrying that too. And I'm gonna be back in just a moment, and I'm gonna refill my water bottle. Okay, I'm back. Hey. Sup? Who cares if something's straight or not, Ozzy? Who gives a shit? I mean, seriously. I do think that you worry about that way too much. But then you're going to be due to the dysphoria. Hi. How's it going? You doing good? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I just got decided to go back to my roots because playing Mass Effect is kind of what got me started streaming. I was playing Mass Effect 3 and I was like, hey, and I said to my group, hey, would anybody be interested in seeing me actually play Mass Effect 3? And they were like, yes. So that's what got me in streaming. Whee! Kaboom! There you go.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Shotgun, assault rifle, and sniper rifle. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay, she can have the better the better assault rifle. If it's better, I think it's better. Okay, she is using the Avenger. Okay, that's good.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Yep. The husks on the spikes.
What did the Geth do to them?
There we go. Begin manual override. There we go.
Humans.
Thank the maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved.
No one is saved.
Humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Yeah. The guy has problems.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers. Bringers of darkness. Heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
In Dallas.
Centurion in the area.
I saw him, the prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope?
No, I'm not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
I can shut him up.
Good night, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
It's like good night, Manuel.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
He's better off.
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
The meds will have kicked in.
Williams,
Yep,
take
there
us
we
to the
go.
spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
Shunk. That is funny.
Yes? Is there something you need?
We better get moving.
Good luck, Commander.
Just wonder that there was another thing in there that I could try to open up.
Sarah.
Sarah.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Don't worry, I've got it under control. Boom! Yeah, nothing to worry about here. Nothing happened. Trust me. I didn't just hear a gigantic pistol just go off. Not at all, right? So yeah, let's see what happened, I guess. Off in the distance. Shit, look at the size of it. It's a Reaper ship. Wong, 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 wong. And Caden might need me to heal him momentarily. There we go. There we go. And I just picked up a grenade which refills what I just used. Begin manual override.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
It's
You're okay
safe.
now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops.
Tell me about the attack.
We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
That awful
It
noise.
was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
We should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you've got to learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Smuggling's a
You're
crime.
breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might
Hey,
be something
Dotso.
we could use.
How's it going?
Found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Paragon, is that
Our
all?
lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
You may know
He
something.
might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
If he's still alive. Thank you, thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah, Mass Effect is great. Mass Effect is great. I kind of decided that I wanted to go back to the roots, because you are one of the people that I was talking about that. But when I was saying a little bit earlier that I asked would anyone like to watch me play Mass Effect, and you're one of the people that was like, yeah. So, yep. I'm playing as an engineer. Ah, crap. Wrong button. My finger twitched. And I'm glad that I saved it first. I hate it when my finger twitches like that. There we go. Assault rifle! Yay! And this is pure starting out from the beginning. And it's not with any extra skills or anything. I actually deleted my data. So, this is without any bonuses from beating it or anything like that. Nihilus.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
One of you, I'm human.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I am sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Pal. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
The other one shot him. Gotta love it, the other one.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
The Geth didn't find you?
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
You survived. Ashley does not like that.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it. Cole mentioned you.
Contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No.
No, I mean.
What does it matter?
It doesn't matter now. So I'm a smuggler. Who cares?
The supervisor's dead. The entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
That's the main reason why I want to know.
Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Let it go, Williams.
It's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Yay!
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Okay then.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
High explosive. High explosives. High explosives. There we go. There you go.
Medigel deployed.
And upgrade kit back here. And he's down. Got him. One sec. Okay. Train controls. And now we get to disable some bombs. Oh, your leg hurts? I'm sorry.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony.
Leave no evidence that we were here. Set the charges.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
First one down.
We need to find them all and shut them down.
Got close enough, I was like, okay, I whacked him. Two bombs down. Okay, and now the fourth one going down. There we go. Okay, and the prologue is just about done. All right, successful. Woo! There we go.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate-
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Boom.
No, don't touch it. It's too
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
That would be me. Yeah, Nihilus does not like that.
This human must be eliminated.
Okay.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
In private.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay
I'll be in
then.
the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier.
Good.
She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invaded. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything
We've got
wrong,
nothing to hide.
Hopefully the council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
A vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
Had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the Seekers from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
You're right.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Okay. And for now, I'm going to save this, and I'll probably stream again in a bit. So, yay! Have a good day.